Yeah. He still does the Hook magazine. He's been with PPO for a while now.
First time ever, the Mack Trailer International Pulling Championships is coming to the 50th Mid-American Trucking Show. Come and experience the power of the mini rod tractors, pro stock tractors, the unlimited super stock tractors, and the Mack Trailer Hot Rod Semis. March 26th in Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. For the first time ever, the Mack Trailer International Pulling Championship is coming to the 50th Mid-American Trucking Show. Come and experience the power of the mini rod tractors, pro stock tractors, the unlimited super stock tractors, and the Mack Trailer Hot Rod Semis. March 26th in Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
How did you do?
I got second place and lost 4 feet.
And today?
I was 7 pounds late. I didn't bring the tractor, and I was the first time I ever pulled her. Today. I put her in the 16,000 pound class. I put her in interior gear. They were all 280, 290. One was 310, maybe 312.
And you were?
I put her in 370 in the same pound. The mistake I made, I didn't put a registration movement with the girl.
For the first time ever, the Mack Trailer International Pulling Championships is coming to the 50th Mid-American Trucking Show. Come experience the power of the mini rod tractors, pro stock tractors, the unlimited super stock tractors, and the Mack Trailer Hot Rod Semis. March 26th in Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Well, welcome everybody to Let's Grow Pulling Live. We do this every Monday night. We got to bring Mike on. He was there with us briefly. Today's March 21st. Jason Schultz here with the Beer Money Pulling team. Got a full screen tonight, and Clint Tucker likes to call us Hollywood Squares, so we do have a full Hollywood Square tonight. Paul Romack over there, that way. There's Paul. Big Ryan Rusink over there. Charles Posch underneath me. Cody next to Charles. Stop it, Logan. And then Brian Lively next to Charles. Can you post? And then the Mike Conny, Mack Trailer owner, pro stock extraordinaire, big time sponsor of the Mack Trailer Winter National. So we're super excited. Louisville's back again, guys. I mean, we joked about it, Brian, that there kind of felt like there was Charles, how did you say it? Kind of a lull after Louisville.
Yeah, it was neat to be back in the building, and the show went really well, and it was it was just that it went so well, and after I was afraid to leave some rust going back in the building after being gone for 2 years, but it's exciting to see us back again here next weekend, and to this unique format versus the farm show with the 4 classes and 40 vehicles that'll be there. They're just all top-notch competitors from the PPL and NTPA, and appreciate Mike and Mack Trailer for their support and efforts there to make this happen. It's really, I think, it's going to be a fantastic event.
Darby, what caught all of our, we'd heard about, hey, there was some chatter at Louisville at the farm show about this MAC, Winter Nationals. We weren't sure about it, heard about it. All of a sudden, 10,000 to win, and sounds like we got to get a hold of Connie and thank him. Not only does the guy have 2 pro stocks we get to watch and enjoy, he's also putting up big money for the pullers here, and he has crappy internet, so we got to get him. Maybe he spent so much money on his on the sponsorship he can't pay his internet bill. I don't know. I'm just teasing, obviously, but hopefully Mike can get back on here. So again, you kind of want to go over everything this Saturday, or you kind of go over the event, Mike? You want me to bring up a website or anything like that for you, Bryan?
Well, we'll just go to the well, here I am not well prepared. But truckingshow.com is the driving force for the event. And there's the tab for event information, different feature things going on. The show and shine and the vendor sites, but especially the Mac Trailer Winter Nationals. That tab is available for information. Most of the crowd here, we've got, we're very well aware of what's going on and the players. But if anybody's watching, you want to kind of see who the players are and the classes, some greater detailed explanation of what's going on. There's information there. Tickets start $25. Available at Ticketmaster.com. I looked here the other day. There were still some decent seats available, and with the reverse formats, our starting line and finish line have been swapped. Folks need to be aware of that when they go picking seats. When they go to the Ticketmaster link. And I think it's neat that the proceeds are going to the Hope for Warriors charity. That's a fantastic endeavor. That's just really, again, kudos to Mike and Mac Trailer for making that happen.
Yeah, Mike's having problems with the internet. He keeps jumping on and off. So I want to kind of highlight the event. What are the main classes we're having again this Saturday? It starts at, there's Mike coming back. Starts at 5 p.m. Eastern, right? 4 p.m. Central.
Log in.
Yeah, 5 Eastern, 4 Central. Broadband's going to be open on Friday, start at 9 in the morning until 6 p.m. And then again on Saturday, I believe from 9 till 3. And 3 is going to be the fire up, warm ups, procession of vehicles over at that time. They'll start moving vehicles over, I think, at that time. So folks will be able to go into broadband like you do at the farm show and look around. And I believe there'll be a Max display in there. Is that correct? I'm still getting information along the way too. But there's it's always a good time, even in broadband. Broadband's a gathering place. Farm show time, and I hope it'll be a display again for this event. Your 4 classes, you've got 4 just fantastic classes: pro stocks, minis, unlimited stickers, and the semis, and the biggest players from both the NTPA and PPL will be there. Be a nice mix up of those folks. It's anybody's game. It looks like if you look at the rosters. Should be a really fantastic show. I'm looking forward to it, and especially to see them semis and the minis back in the building after so many years of being gone.
What is Mike? How this kind of something kind of had an idea for a long time with the pro stock? I mean, I know you've been a pro stock puller for a while. Is this something? I know you're big in trucking, obviously, and Matt's is the biggest truck show in the country. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, it is. Matt's is the biggest truck show in the country, and we've been displaying there for about 20 years. And every year I'd go to the farm show. I just sat up there and, we were pulling, and I just kind of had a little bit of a dream if Mac Trailer and all the pullers could get in there and pull during the truck show. And I got together with Danny and Mike and Gail and the Kentucky Fair Board and Toby, and we started talking about this, and Mike Ott, and we made all this come true. And we just thought that it's a little different crowd. It's still truckers, and farmers, but I think that we wanted to try it for an event. And we usually have a party on Thursday nights for about 1,500 people. And with COVID this year, it was a good year to switch off and try something different. And that's really how it all became became this pull.
No, that's great. With event, so talk about the classes. Did you kind of pick the classes, Mike, or did the classes kind of pick themselves? And then were they invite only, or how did all that kind of come around?
Well, we decided that obviously it's a truck show, and we wanted to pull semis. That was our first goal, and we got with Vaughn Bauer. Vaughn is obviously coming in with the sled, and we wanted to make sure that we could stop the semis, and that's obviously Vaughn's opinion. And so Vaughn said he could stop the semis. So that we started with the semis, and then obviously, Mac Trailer's a puller in the pro stock class. So we brought the pros in, and then Earl Wells was part of it. We brought his class in, and then minis. So we wanted to bring something into broadband in Louisville that hasn't pulled on the track.
Yeah.
So that's really what happened. We figured that minis and semis have never pulled in there, and we want to support pulling, period. And so all of us got together and thought that would make a real nice class, and that's how it became what it became.
Well, I think kudos to you guys, because it is a completely different crowd, but yet the truck show fans they're blue collar, hardworking people just like the farmers. And I think it's going to be great for the sport of pulling, because you're going to expose a lot, Mike and Bryan, to the fans that maybe don't get out to the polls a little bit. So from our standpoint of Let's Grow Pulling, we think it's awesome. And Louisville is the coup de grace of them all. I mean, it's the Super Bowl of pulling for all of us, just casual fans and crazy people that love the sport. So then when you pick the mini rods, that gets everybody talking, and the semis. So what was that kind of the reason we're pulling the other way? What was the exact theory behind that? Does anybody know for sure, Bryan or Mike?
Well, Bryan, I can, we talked to obviously Vaughn and Lucas Oil again, and all the Kentucky Fair Board and everybody. And we felt that we could pick up an extra 20 feet on the track if we pulled the other direction. And so that was a big factor with the semis.
Cool.
And we wanted to change it up a little bit. I mean, it's hard to keep up with the show at the farm show. So we just wanted to do something a little different and put our heads together. And that's why we're pulling a different direction.
No, I think it's great. What a way to, come in, and we're all so used to a certain thing, to shake it up a little bit. Bryan, is there going to be a live stream like the farm show?
I believe that, to my knowledge, I believe Matt TV Plus is going to have it on. That's my understanding. I'll have a press release out, and it'll be on the Pro Pulling website on Wednesday with additional information, to let folks know to get the tickets if they can't attend. We'll have that link posted. Just to remind folks to get involved and get there if they can at all possible for this unique and special event. So I'll have further information about any kind of live stream that'll be available. So
awesome. So if you're just joining us, got Mike Conny, owner of Mac Trailer, obviously the Mac Daddy Pro Stocks, John Deere, and Bryan Lively. Bryan, you're like the PR director for Lucas Oil, correct? Well, I don't want to give your official title out there.
Well, I just I guess PPL PR director, I guess, is my title. I just they asked me to take care of things, and I try to take care of them best I can, I guess, on the media side across the Facebook and with Jesse Post doing a tremendous job as well on the Facebook end, but I also take care of press releases and the email blasts that we do 2 to 3 times a week in the heat of the season. So,
yep. So if anybody has any questions for Mike Conny or any comments or Bryan Lively, please type them in. If you're going to Louisville for the truck show, if you're going to the truck and tractor pull to the Mac Winter Nationals, please type it into the comments. Let us go there. So I don't know, did you guys notice the really cool tweets that the gal put out from the farm show? Bryan, did you see that? Or Mike, did you see that during the farm show? Cassie?
I saw it on Saturday evening, and just right before the Saturday evening show, and they were real witty and clever. Yeah. That was quite entertaining to see. Cassie, what she was doing, and what was that link again? That Twitter feed. What was it? Was it at NFMS or was it KDC?
At KYNFMS.
Okay.
I'll put that in the comments right now. Indoor pipe on the semi. So, Mike, when you talked to Vaughn, he felt good about all that with the semi trucks and everything, and the smoke tube. And
Yes, he did. As you all know, he's quite familiar with the semis, and he felt that he could safely stop the semis. And all the semi guys, I know all of them. We do business together, and they were all excited about it, and so it's all worked out real well.
Yeah,
They're going to be the last. They're going to be the last event for the evening. We're going to hold them till last, and we're going to put quite a show on there for those guys. And good luck to all of them.
it's going to be awesome. And then we've, Doug's sitting here with me, and a couple people have commented they did it at Cloverdale, and I was announcing that with Doc and Miles, and I saw that multiple years in a row at Cloverdale with the semi trucks, and there was no issues there at all. So, and that was on a 300-foot track. So, I'm excited for it. So, it's going to be pretty neat. I'm just kind of reading through all the comments. I need my other Hollywood squares to ask some questions. Charles,
I've got one question, Mike. Of course, you've got both pro stocks now, Mac Daddy and Mac Nasty. Can you talk a little bit about how you got into the sport of pulling?
Well, I would say it's been 15 years now, and my daughter and I, we pulled at a local fair here at Mile Branch in Beloit, Ohio, and we farm up here. And my daughter was 16 years old, and I put her on a little farm stock, and we went down the track, and she smiled from ear to ear. And Carlton Cope was at the end of the track, and he looked over at me and said, "Boy, you got the bug now." And he was right. We went out and bought a Super Farm tractor. Actually, the next day there was a tractor pull at another local fair, and I went out and bought a Super Farm tractor off the internet and told the old boy if he could have it in my driveway the next day, and we'd buy it. And Joey and I went pulling at the local fair up here in Randolph, Ohio, and from there, we just started pulling and pulled Super Farm and pulled Grand National and Super Farm, and then we decided that we wanted to step up a little bit, get some more power, and decided we wanted to have something that could go to the PPL side or the NTPA side. And that was a big factor of us going pro stock, because we can go pull at either place. And it's been a lot of fun, and we've met a lot of great people. And that's really how we got into pulling.
that's awesome.
So did Julia actually pull before you did then?
Yeah, Julia actually pulled before I did. She was 16 years old or 17 years old, and we sat there till 1 o'clock in the morning because the sled broke. And I looked over at her and I said, "Julia, you want to pull this tonight, or you want me to pull it?" And she said, "I want to pull it. I've been waiting here all night long, and I want to pull." So she was actually the first one that wanted to pull out of our family, and then we went pulling, and she started getting better and better at it. And I wanted to run Super Farm for probably 4 or 5 years, before we stepped up and put a little more power under, and that's what happened. But we never really had 2 tractors until we went into pro stock. When Bill Humphrey built my pro stocks, and he told me we could just might as well build 2 if we're going to build 1. So we just went ahead and made both pro stocks identical, and Bill built them, and it's really worked out well for us. And both tractors are identical. So when one runs, we can move a little weight and maybe do a few things different. And so it's all worked out real well.
Mike, was the Super Farm Mac Daddy 2? I can't remember exactly.
Yeah, it was Mac Daddy 2 on the Super Farm back in the day. Yeah.
Gotcha. Can you talk about Mac Trailer a little bit and how it all got started? Kind of go back to your humble roots and how we got to be in the big Mac Trailer that worldwide that we are today.
Well, back when I was 25 years old, grew up on a dairy farm, milked cows with my dad, and worked at Trail Star Manufacturing. Started up down the road, and I went down there for a job at $4.25 an hour in between milkings, and started welding on trailers. And next thing I know, we started working double shifts down there and building on these trailers. And I was 25 years old, and didn't work. I worked for my dad whenever I could on a dairy farm, but I was working doubles down at the trailer shop, and really liked what I was doing. And my mother loaned me $8,000, and we rented a 1-bay garage, and I started putting brake shoes on trailers and repacking cylinders and fixing rollover trailers. And I was just by myself in the shop. And that's really, when I was 25 years old, I started Mac Trailer, and today we've grown into a $500 million company and 1,500 employees around the country. So, but it's not come easy, but we've worked real hard and been real honest with people. And if you just do that, and you build a good product, I think it'll all work out for anybody that's in business.
That's awesome, Mike. And all of us wanted to thank you. That's why we were so excited you came on tonight to thank you for, putting the big dollar amount. We all know how much a Pro Stock costs, or a Super Semi, or a Mini, or any pulling vehicle costs nowadays. And the purse money, just like any hobby, unfortunately doesn't follow it. But for the chance for the pullers to come out for a chance to win $10,000 per class, and it's because of Mac Trailer, that's awesome. So none of us can thank you enough for that. But we're hoping this kind of catches on and we start to see some bigger things like this throughout the summer, throughout the season, and and really throw some big money at the pullers and get them maybe to twist the screw a little bit harder, if you know what I mean. So
well, we don't need to do that any harder. I'll say one thing for these competitors that are coming to Louisville. In every class, they twist the screws real hard. They come out to win, and they work real hard, and we'll see what happens here. We're real happy that all the pullers came out for this event, and everybody that we invited is coming. And I hope we can put a good show on for Louisville and a good show on for Lucas Oil and tractor pulling.
Well, it's just neat, though. I mean, it just makes sense that, Mac Trailer is a big sponsor of this. It's a great way to share the love you have for pulling with the customers, your customers, that make you who you are. And at the same time, grow the sport of pulling and expose it to a whole new crowd. I had no idea how big Mac's was at all until you start doing this. And I started checking the website, and it's the largest truck show in the world. And I've been to a couple of small truck shows, and I was like, wow, I can't imagine this. And I got actually some of the people who help with our Beer Money pulling team stuff going down to get videos. They're going to the pull. So we're really, really excited for that. Got Chris Wood said, can't wait to be there. Hopefully our smoke tube hold. Thanks, Mike and company. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then somebody sent us a picture of the Class Act truck with the smoke tube on. So for those of you that were, commenting earlier about the smoke tubes, cool. The semis the smoke tube on the semis, that's what it looks like. So it's going to be pretty fun. Well, I don't know if besides Cloverdale, Bryan Lively, or any of the guys, on our panel, have we ever seen semis pull indoors with smoke tubes before? I know they used to do it at Kemper Arena. Doug Roberts would let one go down at the very end without a smoke tube and just fill the whole place up with smoke. But I don't know, Ryan or Cody or Charles or Brian or Paul, anybody?
I think I'd have to go back to like late 80s, early 90s when that class was starting as a thing, and maybe it was done some U.S. Hot Rod Association shows, but I'd have to do some digging. That's a Dan Mayer question. I'm not sure.
There had been some mid 80s. There's some photography from I believe exhibition of Dan Christiani with one of his Macs in Freedom Hall back 85, 86, I believe, making some exhibition passes as best I can remember. And that, I'm not sure if that was during a TNT show or a farm show.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. In the 80s, Indy Super Bowl, they did do it. Yep.
So. Jason Skillen, he's our Dan Mayer twin. Andy Gerbaugh, Indy Super Bowl did it. Yep, good to see this. So they did see. Is there a plan to make it a multi-night event next year? Connie, you want to grab that question?
Well, we're just going to run this year, and if it goes well, and obviously if there's once we cover expenses, we're hoping to give any of the profits away to the wounded warriors and the veterans. Nice. And we just hope that it goes well this year, and depends on the Kentucky Fair Board, and maybe we can make it a 2-night event next year. But we're going to take it 1 year at a time, and we're just trying to make pulling great again.
I love it. You guys, we have a ton of people watching, and we know our normal numbers, and obviously having Mike Conny on, and no offense to you, Bryan Lively, but Mike Conny's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but having Mike on tonight, it means a lot to all of us. I was like a little kid in a candy store. I'm like, Mike texted me back. He's going to come on tonight. I told him he doesn't need Facebook. He just needs to click on the link. And Charles and Paul and Ryan, everybody's like, yeah. So pretty neat to have him on. And I know a lot of people are watching because of Mike, and all we ever really see is Mike with his helmet on and the Mac Daddy go down the track, or Mac Nasty, whichever one Julia let him drive that night. And we just take it from there. But if you have questions for Mike Conny, this is your chance. Or if you want to thank him or Bryan Lively, anything like that, please type these in the comments. I'll put them up on the screen. Dustin Blair says this show is going to be great. Mini rods at Louisville, amazing to see again. Ray said TNT did it a couple back years in All-Tech Arena. Scott Yeager says Keystone Nationals did Pro Stock Semi several years back.
I thought they did.
What's that, Ryan?
I thought I had seen those.
Yeah. So
hey, Mike, is there a preference to who drives which tractor? Is Julia just kind of make the call and you get what's left over, or how does that work?
No, she's got to live with Mac Daddy, and I live with Mac Nasty. That's the way it goes. And if one of them break, I guess we're out of luck. We unless one of us don't show up, you know how it is, guys. There's weddings and there's certain things that come up in life, but we stay to the same tractors, and the crew there, Carlton and James and Tate, they like us to stay to the tractors and stay to the program. So we just try to keep to our tractors.
Bryan, you mentioned earlier, is there a website I can put in the comments, Bryan? Because I got people asking about the competitor list. I know you said it.
Well, actually, it's on the Facebook, on the Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League site. On Facebook, one of the press releases is on there. I have to scroll down just a little bit, but it's on there, the full list. There was a website update for PPL a couple days ago, and the listing there is unfortunately not on there today. I'm thinking they're going to get all that reclaimed at some point, but it's a who's who, and it's on pull-off as well somewhere. It's buried somewhere on pulloff.com, and that's pretty accessible as well. It's amazing the list of folks that are going to be there. It's going to be an excellent show.
Yeah. Mike Conny, can you see that question from Mike Steffen?
No, read it to me.
Mike, have you ever had a chance? You build a semi, being you're in the trucking side?
I've been asked that. That's a great question, but I would tell you, I just left the pulling shop 30 minutes ago to come to this interview, and those guys are head over heels in work. And, we got to continue to take care of our business and 2 pro stocks at this time. Maybe when I get a little older and maybe one of the grandkids want to pull or something, I don't plan on getting out of pulling too soon, and maybe it'll come one day. But I got a lot of good friends, and Chris Wood was up earlier, and we all know how hard he runs, and I'd like to compete with those guys. But right now we're going to stick to the pro stocks.
Awesome. If you need to adopt any grandkids, Mike, I can throw my kids your way. I think a pulling semi. Don't you think, there, Charles?
Absolutely.
Got a comment, says, thanks, Mike, for putting on the pull. This is awesome. If any of you have a chance, if you see Mike Conny, thank him. If you can spend any of your money with Mike Conny, give him a chance. If you're buying something from a competitor, don't be a turd. Give Conny a chance at Mac Trailer. That's all I'm going to say, because we have to support the people who support the sport we love. That's how this whole thing goes round and round and round.
Well, I'll tell you, Jason, that they do. The pullers and the truckers support us well, and I couldn't thank them enough. They really have over the years.
Awesome. Well, but I'm telling you, this is huge what you're doing. You got everybody's attention, and that's what it's all about. And that's what you do. And you're doing it. You're doing it for the right reasons. You're not doing it, I'm Mike Conny. You're doing it because you believe in this and you're giving back. And it's not a better way to do it than this. So can't thank you enough.
And it's bringing these classes, like I said earlier, into potentially some people that don't normally see pro stock. Some of these truck show guys, they're going to come and see. It's a show in itself in Broadbent. You go walking around looking at these tractors.
Yeah.
These ain't fresh out of the cow lot tractors. These are full on, in some sense, show tractors, and they run just as hard, as good as they look. So hopefully they'll get over there and check everything out.
I don't have the ability to blow this up, guys, but I'll read through this. Again, if you're just joining us, live with Mike Conny, owner of Mac Trailer. Of course, they got the Pro Stocks, Mac Nasty, Mac Daddy, Bryan Lively, the PR director from the Lucas Oil Pro Pulling League, as well as our gang of hooligans on here every Monday night. The mini rod tractors competing in Louisville this Saturday at the Mac Trailer Winter Nationals are Adam Bauer, Cowboy Up. Like Bryan Lively said, these are the who's who of pulling. Adam Bauer, Cowboy Up. Brett Berg, North American Trailer. Dylan Bunnage, Phoenix. Robbie and Jesselyn Fagundes, Bankroller. CJ Grasscheck, Pile Driver. Jeff Hurt, Little Bear. And that's worth the price of admission right there to see Jeff Hurt drive a mini rod. Matt Johnson, 1X. Adam Kester, Beast of Burden. Adam Kester, Footloose. Chase Richardson, The Vibrator. Grayson Shelton, Sawed Off. Reese Shelton, Cutting Up. Bruce Slaw, Show No Mercy. And Tyler Slaw, Have No Mercy. Hot Rod Semis, Ryan DeBrew, Playing with Fire. Pat Island, Keep on Trucking. Tom Island, Just Passing Through. Jeff Lottanen, Moody Blue. Spencer Rook, Hillbilly Deluxe. Chris Wood, Class Act. And he said that that's one of Mike's buddies. Unlimited Super Stocks, Josh Blackburn, Consider Armed and Dangerous, HD. Terry Blackburn, Extremely Armed and Dangerous. Neil Gettinger, Lessons Learned. Jeff Hodem, Fully Loaded. Mr. Lustig, Silver Bullet. Roy Metz, Crazy Chaos. Brent Payne, Galat. And then John Strickland, Galat 2. And then the Pro Stocks, Denny Brown, Green with Envy. Mike Conny, Mac Nasty. Carlton Cope, Warpath. Peter Norton, Money on Black. Julia Ray, Mike's Daughter. Mac Daddy. Rob Russell, your Grand National Champion, Workhorse Pro. Kevin Schmucker, Rampage. Mickey Shorter, Buck Eater 2. Brandon Simon, Loud and Heavy. Brandon Simon, Loud and Loaded. One of those tractors won the Champions Tour. Jason Savanovic, Bootlegger, and Spencer Savanovic, Coal-Fired. I mean, that Lively, you hit that right on the head. That is a who's who of pulling for those classes on the national tour. So,
just an exceptional roster. It'd be hard to make it any better. It's just, and it'll be, just a lot of competitive action. Just I'm really looking forward to it. It's the excitement is growing. There was some anticipation on that front end, with the a little bit of heat and a little bit of rumor going on about what may be coming at the farm show, and then to see it build like this, and and Mike, again, thanks for your support and your contribution and the exceptional, fantastic payout to these guys for their hard work and their dedication to the sport in each class. It's going to be fun.
Mike, where is the Mac Trailer booth at the truck show? Do you know off the top of your head?
We're in the south wing.
Okay. Adam Wilson, Go get him. Go get some video. Make him famous. I did put in the link. Here is truckingshow.com/pull. Brian Lively sent that to me. Charles sent it over. That's in the comments, everybody. Just flip on over there. That's got all the information you need for the show this week. Jason Rack says, thanks, Mike, for the extra payout for the Pro Stocks and Ship Shawana. Also, it was a great group of Pro Stock hooks. Thank you for that, Mr. Connie. Will we see any Mitas 24.5s this weekend? Brian Lively, what do you know?
I'm sorry?
Will you see any of the Mitas, the new 24.5 Mitas tires?
I have not heard yet.
Okay.
I'm still, oddly enough, I'm usually the last one to know sometimes.
Hey,
oddly
Jason.
enough, I'm the PR guy, and here I am sometimes not knowing. But.
Hey,
Yep.
Jason.
Yes, sir.
I can tell you, I got a rumor that a couple of the guys are going to have some new Mitas on in the Pro Stock class. So
That's the rumor that I heard as well.
As in a couple of the guys being Mike and Julia, or a couple of other guys?
no, it looks like we didn't get in the front of the line on that deal. So we got a couple good competitors there who's got the Mitas, and you can bet the rest of the class will be watching them.
Oh, for sure.
Everybody will be watching. Everybody.
Brad from South Carolina says minis are going to be a very tough group. Our Simon's going to make it to both. They had some breakage with one of theirs in Ship Shawana. Paul, do you have anything on the Simon camp there?
Yes, heavy. Had a little damage. Talked with Jordan the other night. They weren't exactly sure. That is why they packed up Friday night and they left to go home and get into it and find out what it is. I haven't heard exactly what it was. They don't think. I mean, it wasn't like it scattered parts on the track. It had some oil on the track, but they were going to go home and thrash on it and try to get it was heavy was the one that did have the damage. So they went ahead and they left Saturday night from Ship to go home, and they were going to start on it Sunday morning.
Okay. Well, Pro Stock sweat horsepower, right, Mike? Don't they just sweat horsepower?
They sweat horsepower. I will agree with you. They're violent.
They're violent. They're awesome. They're absolutely awesome. Anybody who's announcing this baby? That was one of the questions we had. So
Dan Mayer and Miles Krieger.
There you go. Ryan Zolik, he is the king of the underworld with Brent Yarin. And if he says there's two sets there, that's for sure. Amanda Stern, she is the Blackburn groupie. She said Burnt Piston should be back together. So I'm assuming that's a Simon answer. And Jamie Qualls, our local Shipshewana reporter, says got a piston on number 1. So they'll have that going. That's just pistons. So that's good stuff. Mike, what's been your favorite thing about pulling over the 15 years? You know, you said you took Julie, got her a super farm and kind of got her hooked, but what's it done for your relationship with your daughter over the years and your family?
It's been wonderful. Julia graduated. She was kind of a shy girl and always helped me on the farm. You know, we've got her out there on the road, and she still doesn't like to talk if she wins a class, but she's really come out of her shell a lot. And pulling's been great for all of our family because we load up as all the other pullers do. It's a lot of work, but we load up and head out for the weekend, and you get a chance to get caught up with people from all over the country that you normally wouldn't see. And it's just been a real good thing. It's been good for business too. Wayne at Elite Trailers building Mack trailers out in Oklahoma, and Von Bayer in Iowa's building some Mack trailers out in Iowa now. And so it's not only you met a lot of good people, but you know, we try to all work hard and make a living and put some business behind it.
Mike, what did COVID do to your business from a supply standpoint? Did it hurt it? Are you just like everybody else, or you're able to kind of plow through it? Or
well, when COVID hit first, we shut our plants down for across the country for a month, and that was pretty brutal on us. And but you know, we had a lot of over 1,000 employees and a lot of families, and we didn't know what was going to happen, and so we just shut down. And then we got back to work, and when we went back to work, everybody knows the drill there, and a lot of people had hard times, and we all worked through it. The vendors and everybody's worked through it. It's getting a lot better, but parts are still an issue. So we're just all, whenever you're in business and things happen, you know, every day doesn't sunshine on you. So we were in a position though that we could muddle through it, and we've had a lot of good people work with us, and you know, hopefully our country gets back on track.
You know what's going on with the concert, Mike, Friday night? Is that in where the pool's going to be? Do you know how all that's shaking out?
Yeah, Danny Sebastiani told me that it'll be 2:00 in the morning and his trucks will be rolling. So the concert obviously will be done at midnight or 1:00, and Danny and his crew will be on the track at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I know last year, Mike, after the finals, they had a basketball game at noon the next day. And I think, Bruce, did you share that video of the farm show?
Yeah, it was the Kentucky, Cassie put it together.
Yep. Mike, how old are your grandkids, and are they going to get started in garden tractors and move up, or wait until they get older and jump right into a pro stock?
No, we would never have that happen. They're gonna have Tate will have those grandkids and working on garden tractors, and they'll start on garden tractors, or they'll probably never pull pro stock.
Yeah, nice. Get them to
work them up.
Jason is very happy to hear that, because A, he likes the competition, and B, he builds a pretty mean garden tractor.
Well, good. I hope we meet him on the track one day.
I suspect you probably will. He's a good dude.
Absolutely.
Bruce, you got to ask your question.
I'm fixing to.
Okay, Mike. This is kind of like our $1 million question, like the bonus round. So this is the question I always ask all of our guests, and I'm going to ask Bryan as well. Center screen, Ryan.
Oh, good grief, Mike! If you could figuratively steal the keys to any pulling vehicle, past or present, what would it be, and where would you pull it? Anything,
Mike, past or present.
Well, I have to be honest with you. It would probably be unlimited.
Yeah.
It would probably be Uncle Sam with Wayne Persinger at Bowling Green.
Oh. That's awesome.
That is a completely acceptable answer. And you know you could sweet talk your way into the seat. Call him and tell him you want to do it.
Probably could.
I think he knows a guy. So.
Well, I don't know, but my guys would probably all quit me.
Carlton wouldn't know what to do with the spark plugs.
Well, it wouldn't take him long. He'd figure it out. Trust me.
He done screw them spark plugs and try to put diesel injectors in there and make that tractor run. He could figure it out, though. He would definitely figure it out.
Yeah, that'd be a good Saturday night. I know that.
I mean, he is used to the V8, so there is a potential here.
There you go.
What do you think Julia would say?
She'd just say, "Go to it, Dad."
No. If we asked her the same question, what do you think she'd want to pull?
She might not answer you. She's just awful quiet.
Oh, come on.
She might want to pull Mini.
Yeah, that's a popular.
That's fair.
Answer.
And I'll be honest with you, if we pulled a little small diesel and blue black smoke in that Mini, we'd probably have a few.
Oh, nice.
Kevin Moore. We got to get Kevin Moore in touch with Mike Conny.
Good deal.
We know a guy, Mike. We know a guy.
You know what? You know what, Larry Kessler? We all know Larry. You know what, Larry? I told Larry that one day. You know what Larry said? Larry said, "When's the last time you saw your black smoke coming out of your pipe? You just need to get one."
You just need to get one.
and he was right. We never watch. We like our black smoke, but we never watch it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's right. He's right.
Yeah.
Mr. Lively.
Yes,
answer Ryan's question.
What about you,
Anything
Brian? What would you take down the track?
Can I have two answers?
Yes, you
Yes.
Past, bad medicine,
Okay.
and its heyday, and we're at one everywhere but one place. I think in 91 or 92, it just wiped the world clean.
Now, was that still Connor's Lively, or did Lester?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was Connor. That was Ernie and Bryan at their height, at their peak.
Okay.
Or any iteration of that series of tractors that they did, the 555 Massey or White Lily John Deere, up to the Bad Medicine tractor. Current day, since I bleed red, it's going to be Warpath or Trailblazer. So. Got it.
And would it matter where you pulled it, or you just be happy to be there?
Well, I mean, I'd be at Bowling Green or I'd be at Louisville.
Yep.
So those are the altars of the sport, so to speak.
So again, if you're just joining us, Mike Conny right there on the screen, owner of Mac Trailer, and they got Mac Nasty, Mac Daddy, John Deere Pro Stocks. Mac Trailer Winter Nationals this Saturday in Louisville, Freedom Hall, Broadbent, pulling the other way, semis, mini rods, unlimited supers, Pro Stocks. Did I say all the classes, guys?
Yep.
I think I did. Starts at
Yes.
4 o'clock Central Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern. You can buy the tickets. Are they on Ticketmaster, just like Louisville, Brian?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
And there's a link. Here, I've got my computer open. I believe there's a link online at truckingshow.com /pull. I think you've got that link up there, don't you?
Yep,
my eyes can't.
Yeah, we put in the comments.
Okay. But tickets are available there starting $25. Folks need to remember, we're going the other direction this time. So in terms of buying your tickets, if you want finish line, you'll need to think about that and your purchases. And I believe that the lower bowl is sold out the last time I looked.
Yeah,
So
the tickets sold out in that lower area, even in the 200 level, pretty early on. I would expect a pretty good crowd, even in the 300 section. I think there's going to be a lot of fans.
But I think it's going to be a fantastic show. I'm actually going to. I've got to go to Lincoln, Nebraska Thursday and pull there Friday, and then drive part of the night Friday night and into the day Saturday to get there. So,
holy cow!
So that's part of my gig. So I'll be there, a little weary, but I'll be excited once I roll in and see all the iron there. So,
absolutely. How could you not be excited?
Mike, what does your schedule look like? What are you guys doing as far as going out for the show?
Well, the team has all left on Friday. We had 14 semis, and it's on the web right now. All the rigs left on Friday, and they're in the booth now, and everything's shined up, looking good. And I run down there on Wednesday. We've got some dinner with some customers on Wednesday night, and and Thursday night and Friday night, and then Saturday night, obviously, we'll be tractor pulling.
Awesome.
Well, look what I just found on the interwebs, guys. A video of Mac Trailer. Let's watch it together.
Jake it. You're muted, Jason.
Mike, question: do you run your own Conestoga covers, or do you use somebody else?
No, we use Arrow, Load Solutions, Fast Track, but Arrow's our main supplier, and I want to let everybody know they also sponsored us at this tractor pull.
Nice.
So Arrow's been a vendor of ours for 20 years, and they've done a good job. But a lot of other guys are doing a good job also. But Arrow's sponsor of the tractor pull.
Awesome. That's good to know. Linda Shorter says, looking forward to a great pull. Thank you, Mike Conny and Mac Trailers. Of course, the Buck Eater is going to be there.
Good deal.
So, Mike, this is awesome. Thank you for doing this. Thanks for coming on our show. It's neat when we have big name pullers on our show and somebody that everybody knows in the sport of pulling, and just so cool to see you. I put your money where your mouth is and Mac Trailer and giving back to the pullers, and you love it all. And I'm jacked. So can't thank you enough. I know the pullers are really, really, really excited. So thank you for doing this. So.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Thank you to the pullers and everybody that helped put this event on.
Do we got any more questions for Mike, or are we gonna let him go off his life, guys?
The only thing I'm going to add is just looking at the 7 of us on here tonight. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion that none of us can hear a darn thing, but clearly none of us can see either, except for that Doug guy in the back, and it makes me wonder what's wrong with him that he doesn't need assists on his face.
I do. I just don't use them.
Anything else for Mike and Bryan? Bryan, you got anything to wrap it up before we let you go, buddy?
Just looking forward to the weekend. Everybody come see us. It should be a great weekend.
Live stream. Do you think that'll be up on the website in a couple of days, Bryan?
Yeah, I'll push out a press release on the propulling.com website, directing folks to where they can watch via the live stream. But I believe it is going to be on Map TV Plus.
Okay.
Awesome.
Lisa Jostock, Mike, any chance of having another big pull at Mile Branch again?
Well, I tell you, that was a great pull during COVID. But the problem with that is, everybody's running the circuits and the Grand National Champions and the Champion Tour. And I don't think we could pull that off again with everybody running the Champion champion tours and stuff. That we had 5,000 people at that little pool at Mile Branch, and the most that's ever been there has been 600. And we had a great event and raised $100,000 for the Wounded Warriors again. For
awesome.
Raffled off some guns, and I would like to have another pool there, but it's so hard to do when everybody's out running the country.
Very much so.
Mike, you have to show us your dog before you go too.
Oh, my dog's right there.
Golden.
There you go. See my dog?
Oh, no, there's now my dog's excited. What's your dog's name?
All right.
Mike, thank you again. Everybody, if you go to this event and you see Mike Conny, give him a hug. Tell him you saw him on Beer Money Pulling Team, and you're just very, very thankful that he's doing this. Mike, that's awesome. Thank you so much, buddy.
Yes. All right, thank you. See you guys.
Take care.
All right, thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Good luck this weekend.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck to all the pullers. Bye.
Bryan?
Yes, sir.
Wrap her up, buddy.
We covered a lot of ground. The excitement grows here. Let's go pulling. Let's grow some pulling this weekend. Again, big kudos to Mike and his group. The Mac Trailer family for what they're doing. It's top notch. That next level that we all talk about, we all hear about. It's next level. I'm glad to see it.
Yeah,
going to be glad to be there.
I am too. Bryan, thanks for coming on tonight, and good luck this weekend, buddy.
Thanks. See ya.
All right.
Safe,
See you,
buddy.
Bryan.
See you, Bryan. I really wanted to know how long it takes them to polish one of the in-dump trailers.
So when I said, does anybody have any questions? What, you were muted, or how do you want to do this?
I figured that was a dumb question to ask because, I come from that world. And it's like,
not dumb.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Those are the epitome of good-looking trailers, and yeah, even the tankers. When they polish the tankers, oh, yeah.
And here in Michigan, there's guys towing around trains with them, so 2 trailers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it just to polish that. I mean, you got guys full time just in the polishing department. It's not just one off here and there. Yeah, I could do that, or I'll polish a pot. Every 6 months. It is on the assembly line rolling out. We have a whole polishing department that we're hiring for.
Yep,
it's awesome. That was so cool to have Mike Conny on. I mean, I was so bummed out last week. I was at the choir concert and I did sneak at my phone just to see if you guys, and I saw your ugly asses instead of Mike Conny, and I was like, "What wrong? What happened?" And I couldn't do anything about it. But you guys had a great show as always. But you guys know how it goes. So
liar.
What?
You heard me.
I mean it. It was great. It was great.
It
Ken
was
Summers, I
fun.
talked to him today, guys. It was a great weekend for pulling. I mean, great for the sport of pulling last weekend, guys. Keystone, Harrisburg. I saw a big crowd. I saw some deep runs into the sand pile. And it often pisses me off more when somebody rips on a puller. And until you've been going 35 mile an hour at a sand pile and you trust that sled to stop you, I mean, I don't want to get into that. I'm not going to go all roost sink on somebody, but I just hate seeing those negative comments when they're like, "Oh, you should have stopped." You have if you've never driven a pulling tractor, and there wasn't sled malfunctions, they were just going for it. And I just hate that. I want to be positive because we just had a great interview with Mike, but I hate seeing those comments. And, we talk about it internally. Don't read the comments, but man, some of that stuff just burns my butt every now and then. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So one word after Shipshawana, pretzels. Colin Burkholz. So
you're a little late to the party, buddy.
That place was absolutely packed on Saturday night. It was a good crowd on Friday night, but it was packed on Saturday.
Yeah, I saw some pictures on that. It was fun. We were in Kansas City, Roos and Cody and I and Doug and Hope and Kenzie from my team, the internal team, and we were jamming, just getting all the text messages and everything of the pictures and the videos. And when Greenblood lit on fire, we had that immediately. I got that posted up. He was okay. That's his last name is Spears. I can't think of his first name, but the tractor kind of came to a stop, Charles. And then it, if there's enough fuel or whatever that leaked or whatever, but it was good.
I don't know. That one kind of looked more like an oil fire to me, but
yeah, I think it was more oil.
I'll find that video. Jason has a good point. Any word if Mark Lawyer decided to kidnap his old tractor back after?
Yeah,
no
seller's remorse maybe.
No, he is perfectly fine with Jason and all the guys doing all the work and him just driving the thing. He is 100% okay with that. He said that in his interview both nights. He said he had the easy job, but yeah, Jason wasn't there, I don't believe, on Friday night, but he did come Saturday night. So it was he. I mean, it wasn't an inching it here, inching it out. I think he had like maybe 10 feet on him Friday night, and Saturday night they were a little closer, but he had a hell of a weekend.
Well, that's awesome.
Mark knows how to get that tractor down the track.
Yeah, he does. Hold on, I want to show you that video of that of the green blood. Give me a second here, guys. Jason said he was there Saturday. It was packed. Yes, it was. We're gonna pick a winner too between us, the panel here, for the tractors and trucks and the minis down there at Louisville. Let's see here. Here's the green blood at Shipshewana. But everything I heard is he was okay. I don't know. Did you guys hear anything different other than that?
No.
Yeah, he's all right.
Good. And I want to feel like keep talking, guys. I'm going to look for some video. Oh, real quick. I'll let you guys talk. Sorry. Ken Summers says they want to thank. So Ken Summers is the promoter of the Cowtown Pull in Kansas City last week, and they're their best crowds they've ever had. Roos, right? 19 was year one.
Correct.
Right? 20 was Corona COVID, right?
Yep.
Last year, nothing, and then this year they were back. Biggest crowds they ever had Friday and Saturday night. And it wasn't sold out. And I'm just looking back at Doug, but the damn Ticketmaster said it was sold out, and there was still room to buy tickets on Saturday night. So that's really frustrating that those ding-dongs take $2 or $3 per ticket, and then they false advertise. And I don't know how Ken and the team will figure that out, but it is what it is. So.
Yeah, I mean, Shipsy had some other good storylines. Rex Kuhn, Commander, doubling up both nights. Kind of after the disaster that was Farm Show for them. Good to see them bounce back and do something good. Saturday night, Cole Will now climbed into his dad's John Deere. Never pulled a light super in his life and acquitted himself well indoors in front of people. So that was nice to see. Saturday night in the 3.0 trucks, the only two Duramax trucks went 1-2. Humpy winning over Garrett Laux, taking one to the Cummins guys, which is pretty few and far between. So you got to take those when you can get the chance to see them. So, and the 9500 Hot Farm, I just love where this class is at right now. They've got a combo and a rule book where a guy can build one in his farm shop or his garage and still be competitive. It doesn't take the $1 million bucks up budget to go play, and they hook hard. It's a good thing. I pray they don't screw it up and put them on 24.5 tires. I think it would ruin things. So, but real happy to see that class killing it. It's a good program.
Thanks, Charles. Yep. Ryan, Cody, say something. This is that Mark. Did Mark drive his tractor all weekend, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Kyle Matson had sent that over earlier. I'm looking for Heath's run on the Alki Super. We shared that on our in our group.
Kansas City was a good trip. I mean, it was a good some really good runs. I know the one that surprised all of us was Gage's run. I mean, wow, when he put several feet on some of the other ones, and thanks, Lisa, and then puts her over the top of the sand pile. That was a good run.
This was out in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania at Keystone. So Steve Belsma did that years ago at Gordyville. Got so high that he bent his stack, and I remember announcing they were driving back by, and I just kind of giggled. And I always pick on Belsma that he bent his stack. I don't think he can hear me half the time. The Belsmas have been on farm machinery too long. You have to get right in their ears now.
The Belsmas have been on a tear on indoor pulling this winter.
If I was
those
a betting
guys have got their shit figured out.
Yes, they do.
Luke has got those tractors running really good.
Yes, he does.
Mike Demner pulled the trifecta at DuQuoin, and then they took the money at Cowtown. So the Belsmas have got something under the hood for that 4-1 class this year, I think.
I agree 1,000,000%. So did you see that comment from Darren?
I did. Yeah, you guys are killing it. You know, one guy who isn't, I didn't have this in my notes, but just I'm reminded of it from Shipshawana. Head into this weekend, CW Cartmel in the 3-0 class, most hated Dodge, had never lost.
Yes.
Streak is broken.
When he came up there, I told Misty, I said, "There's your winner," and I was, you're used to seeing him out there, and those guys in that 3-0 class, they said, "All right, we got challenge accepted. We'll come get you," and they did.
Is it Benet or is it Bennett? You guys know?
Not a clue.
Okay,
Pretty
he
sure
runs.
it's Bennett.
He always hangs out with the Glock guys, so that's good to see him on the show tonight. So pretty cool. So Jeff Eberson sold Gone Rogue to Kyle Berry out of Oklahoma.
Dusty.
And here's a picture of Kyle's rig. I think Kyle's into trucking into cattle with his dad, I believe. He did
Dusty.
a heck of a good job. Go ahead,
Jason,
Rob.
it's Dusty.
Dusty, my bad. Dusty.
And actually, he hauls something kind of interesting. Found out on Saturday night, he hauls raw Tito's vodka to the plant to be bottled.
Oh, I should have known this earlier. And I was
Yeah, you think?
without knowing that.
There's a meme in there somewhere of Jason sucking on like a 4-inch pipe coming out of a trailer.
Oh, Roos, I thought we were friends. I really did.
Yeah, we are. I told you.
Tonight. I saw him like Friday and Saturday.
It's not like he like brought the whole trailer there to the show. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's not
No,
like
but
he was making a delivery or anything.
What I could have done is begin to build a relationship with my new Tito's supplier. I just wanted
Right.
to throw that out there a little bit.
Right.
Hey, can you park your semi at my house for?
I mean, I even wore my old school Tractor Zoom hat Friday night for you, Roos. And
I know. I saw that. I appreciated it. It looked very nice. You have one of the only ones that has not been worn out yet.
I have one.
Do you have a fuel barrel at your house you want to transfer over to a Tito's?
We can figure something out. I
Swimming
just bought like
pool.
$2,000 worth of VP racing fuel from Bryce Van Gender, and I think we could dump one of those out. Don't you think, Paul, and mount it on the wall? A little.
Wouldn't be a problem.
You think, guy? Tito's would look good on the side of the Remedy. I'm gonna work on this. I'll work on this. Anyway,
Kind of feel like there might be another tractor in line ahead of you there, bud.
you think?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. You think?
Actually, there might be a couple.
I would think so. He had 3 little boys with him that were just had googly eyes. When old dad backed into the smoke tube, I was back there. Anyway, here's Dusty's truck and trailer. It's a good looking Pete. So I should say Kenworth just to get everybody all wound up. We found out on TikTok or anything, guys, just put the wrong information on there. So Mackenzie didn't know what they squirted in the blowers on the mini rods, and she called it starting fluid, and that TikTok went viral because everybody was calling us morons and everything else. So I admire
Dawn dish soap.
What's that?
It's Dawn dish soap.
I know, but she didn't know. She puts on TikTok starting fluid, and everybody just, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about. But it's like 3 million likes now. So that's how you go viral, guys. Just put something up there and lie about it a little bit. So.
Well, some of it's got like a cherry scent to it, and I tell you what, like we should make some air fresheners made out of that because that's
No. That's not what they spray in the hats. That actually is a mix-in. That's an additive that goes in the tank.
Yeah.
On those for the methanol stuff.
Well, whatever it is, it needs to be made into air fresheners because that is glorious smelling.
You like the grape?
I like the cherry flavor. The cherry. That's some
Who
good
was
stuff.
running that this weekend?
Not this weekend. It was at Louisville.
Oh, got it.
Louisville.
The company that builds I actually just talked to Adam Kester about this last night. The company that makes the stuff that everybody uses, or the best stuff anyway, is a company called Wild Willie's, and they've got 30 different scents. And I haven't looked at the list, but it's everything from raspberry to grape to they got something that smells like weed. And I've been trying to get Summer Brown to buy a bottle and dump it in Derek's tank.
Nice.
She would too, though.
Jer Juice. Okay, Jer and I have a new sponsorship. Jer Juice is the official drink of the Beer Money Pulling Team. So sorry, Tito's. We don't want your $500,000. We're just going to take our Jer juice, and we're just going to take it. I believe in you, Jer. We're going to grow this into the empire that it's meant to be. I'm saying it here tonight, live on Let's Grow Pulling. So
He's going to have a full-time job doing that.
I got a guy now right there. See him?
No, Jer.
Oh, Jer. Yeah, no, Jer's going to need some people. Jer's going to need some people. Yeah. Bruce, what did you get? Did you get peach or?
Yeah, I got a couple of jars of peach. We drank one there, and then I sent the other one home with the shellums.
Awesome. Here's Dusty's rig. It was a little dirty, but it rained, so I'm not going to give him crap about that. No. That was for you, Charles.
That's funny.
You know me, always crawling.
Every day I'm shuffling.
Doug, what's the length on that?
What's that?
How long is that stretch?
I have no idea to guess. I'm going to get probably 310 to 320.
Cool. What's ours?
317.
Yeah, ours is 37, the W9. Anyway, it's a good-looking rig, and it's neat to see somebody come out of the gate like that, looking good and checking it out. So, man, I'm a good-looking man. You see that there at the end there, Charles?
It's beautiful. Distortions and all.
So we're going to go.
Like the funhouse mirror.
We'll have Jerry ring the stock exchange bell when we go public.
Jerry, we'll have them out there christening boats.
Investors
at the market. How did MySix do out in Harrisburg? Third. Good.
Yep.
And then they get best in show.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the super stock.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I mean, to do that, and on top of it's just kind of neat, something different that no one else is doing.
What, the show and shine kind of deal?
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of neat.
Miles did that years ago at the G-Ville, didn't he, Roos? I feel like I picked Sander for 1 year in the light supers. Maybe there.
Maybe. Could have been.
Can't remember. It's been a while. That's back when I would drink all day and all night at Gordyville. So I've outgrown that stage. So Jer says 30 cases scheduled for Nashville. So here is okay. So you said this is Heath. This is what's the boy's name? Chucky?
Cole. Cole will know.
Nice job, young man. That is good stuff. That is good stuff. I'm going to suck up to one of my sponsors really quick, guys. Cody McKinley's watching from Corsa, so just give me 30 seconds.
Do we have sound, or that's just...
No, it's just I made it into is it a GIF or a GIF? How do you say that?
You're gonna need more RPMs than that to go down the track.
It was just a quick little video. Thank you.
That was my takeaway from that video.
I mean, if I was a sponsor, I'd want to see a little bit more, but I'm just saying.
Without you guys, I wouldn't have friends.
Right?
The way you treat me, I don't even need them. I'm just gonna be honest.
We might know a camera guy that could help with some of that stuff.
So all my parts are in now. Once it all gets put together, we're gonna have a lot of video opportunities. Cody McKinley, owner of Corsa Data, proud sponsor of the Beer Money Pulling Team, says, "Did you see the M80 stack support on Bradish's super stock?" Yep. Charles, where do I find that?
I don't know if it's on Mark's personal page. I forget who had pictures of it, but it is shaped like an M80 where the fuse, I think it's re-rod coming out the top, and that's what actually connects to the pipe out the top of the roll cage and holds it up.
Correction, you don't have all your parts yet. I drew the last one up today.
I'm waiting on the SRMD Solutions valve cover, correct?
It is drawn up and got some stuff checking out on it, and it will be in production by the end of the week.
So what do Cody and Ryan go? Do they just like have a secret meeting like when they do this to me, Charles, or what do they got going on there?
Probably
No.
Are they
Pulling
mixing
another
drinks
round.
or what?
No, I don't mix drinks on Monday nights. It's just a cube of ice.
Ice.
I'm looking for a photo of Bradish's M80 with the pipe on, if I can find one.
Mark Ham gave me something, Ryan, Doug and I at what was that? Oh, Roos, it was good. It was
Truman? Truman?
Very bourbon.
Truman?
Oh.
Yeah, we drank some in the parking lot.
I mean, it's not Jer juice, but if I was out of Jer juice, I would drink that.
Don't piss off your sponsor.
Who won Best of Show, Small Block, Indy Rod 20? I'm guessing Chuck did. That's a shameless plug, Chuck Hobbs. Well played. Well played. So, hey, Cole, he's watching.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Should we see?
Nice job, Cole. Proud of you.
Cole, I'm going to send you a link on Facebook right now, and you're going to go live on Let's Grow Pulling because this is how we.
I'm not sure who was more excited, him or his dad. Heath was definitely excited when he come down the track.
Jason, I gave you the photo of M80s in Let's Grow Pulling Messenger.
Okay. I'm going to invite Cole to the show quick.
Yeah.
We'll get him on here, a little impromptu. Cole, it's in Facebook Messenger. Click on the link, type in your name, and bang, you're on the screen. So, tell us what it's like to drive a badass super stock.
Oh, good question, Jason.
Which one?
Very bottom.
I was going to say, are you going to finish that or are you just going to leave us hanging?
When are we going to be able to get to Remedy Beer in West Michigan? So if they can get the distribution in Iowa, because they opened up or in Wisconsin, they opened up the Platteville store. They're working on getting around, but every state has different rules and all the microbrews. So
do you think that possibly I might be able to taste that this year?
Yeah, Ryan, you had some, right?
I did.
Cody?
Nope.
Doug has. We just really had it. We had it at Dubuque, right? Basically, that's a lot. I need to keep some in the trailer. So
yeah, dick move.
I second that.
You don't second anything. You can't drink beer.
I can still have an opinion.
Good
Cole is
taste.
brushing his teeth, taking a shower, and then he'll see if he can get on here. Okay, got
That's right.
that.
Comb your hair.
Devin Reagan. Ooh, Devin. They had that thing is sharp.
Yeah, it is.
That's on there. What is it? Bandit Fabrication? Does that sound right?
Yes, that's correct.
Charles, you put that in the private chat, the picture of the M80?
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, it's in our Facebook chat, right?
Yeah, Facebook one. Sorry. Yep.
Oh, that's okay. I don't listen anyway. I mean, I mean to. I really do. So, Cole Reels. Our Let's Grow Pulling live one?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I'm logged in as Mackenzie. I'm logged in as Mackenzie. I'm gonna have a little fun with that.
Again.
Why did she never come on the line?
Kenzie, when are you going to learn?
Well, I always say on Monday nights, leave your computer up on your desk so I can do the show. And her grandma always goes, "Who is that guy?" That's all that stuff in there.
She left her phone unattended on the way home from Des Moines, and we had a little fun with that too.
Yep.
I think
Charles,
she
can you
needs to
send
come
that to Mackenzie on Messenger,
Yeah.
please?
I think she needs to come on the live sometime.
We can keep her around. We're not afraid.
I do too.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to. She's like an onion. We're gonna have to peel her back a layer at a time.
Yep, just break her in. She's
Yep.
shy like Julia Ray. So,
She's shedding kind of quick though.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We hung out with the joke. Kyle Bush, we ran into the Kyle Bush, those guys going back in, Roos, into the hotel Friday night. And I thought we were going to bed. No, that was a black velvet water type of a night till way in the morning. And the kid they had with him from the Netherlands just was sitting on the bed and just fell straight back. And they just threw a coat over him. Kyle Bush jumped into bed about 1:30 in the morning and just went to sleep. But Ross Langmag, he hung with me till the bitter end. So
Ross is a trooper.
yeah, we'll have Remedy Beer in Nashville. Don't you worry, Wilson. We're going to sneak it across the Here is, guys, there it is, my new sponsor, the Beer Money Butter Rum Juice. What do you guys think of that?
It's a mouthful.
Bruce?
Good
Say
to
that
go.
after you played doubles in the middle.
600 hooks last weekend at Sigourney.
Yeah, they did a lot. They did some unique stuff out there too.
Kenzie, so Doug's going down to the truck show and get a video of that this weekend. Mackenzie's going to Waterloo, Iowa for the garden tractor pulls this weekend. So we're going to be covering stuff everywhere. Okay, so here comes the M80 picture, guys. And then I got to find the Bandit. So thanks for finding this, Charles, and thanks for pointing it out, Cody.
Yep.
Devin, if you're still watching, would you shoot me a picture in Messenger? Just shoot me a good picture of the tractor. Otherwise, Jason's
Nice.
gonna hunt for it for like 9 minutes.
Oh no, don't be a dick.
I'm not. I'm just telling the truth.
Since we're talking about pictures, I just uploaded Saturday night in Louisville final. So that's kind of fun.
We're smoking Joe.
Fun fact: that was my first indoor pull.
I got weirded out for a second, Jason. We were both scrolling the exact same spot on Facebook.
Did I freak you out? I thought they had him, Devin. Maybe it's on his first. I know I'm friends with Devin. I got to prove Ryan wrong. I got to find this fast. Here we go. There she is. I got it. Got it. Boom. There it is. In the sand. Bruce, are you happy? Well, no, he left again. What's he doing?
I didn't leave, but there's a text message that you're gonna need to check.
Breaking news on your phone.
I got breaking news on my phone.
Yes, you do, and it's good breaking news.
Hey, we have a guest.
Cole!
Crap. Cole, how are
Super
you?
stock puller.
Cole, how's it feel? I mean, are like the girls lining up, or like what's it like now?
It was about everything I expected. Everybody kept telling me you're gonna do it once and be hooked, and I'm pretty sure I am. So
There's no pretty sure about it.
You're gonna work extra jobs and extra hard so you can pay for them. So.
Yeah.
So how does Dad like being a tractor owner now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what everybody told him. He's kicked out now.
It happens every time. Happened with Mike. Well, it didn't even happen with Mike. He bought the super farm and Julia drove it first.
Yep.
However, how many other people do we know where as soon as the kids got in the seat, Dad hopped out and stood on the sidelines and cheered?
There's quite a few, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So Cole, this was your first time pulling anything ever?
Yeah, my dad, we had bought an Oliver 88 when I was really young and just never really got around to it. And Dad was obviously busy with, he had a heavy super stock then, so ended up selling that. And then 2017, he put a hole through the block of the heavy super stock, sold it. Then we were out till last year. At that point, I was 17. And then he wanted to make sure, obviously, that he got it dialed in before I got in the seat and made a decent pass at Louisville. So he said that this weekend I could get in the seat. So
when did you find out you were driving?
He had said something about it, I think right before Louisville, like, hey, if this runs, you can drive it at Ship. And then maybe it was like a week after, he's like, as long as it goes down the track Friday and everything's together, yeah, if you want to, you can do it. So obviously I wasn't going to turn that down.
I remember you were kind of excited when you told me that on Twitter.
Yeah,
I was excited for you. I'm proud of you.
So how nervous were you on a scale of like 1 to 10?
I'll be honest, I think I was the least nervous of anybody.
Uh-huh.
Like my whole family and everybody's coming up to me, talking to me, and tell me how nervous I was going to be and how nervous they all were. And I don't know if it's because I've been to 100 tractor pulls in my life the last 17 years or what, but I felt all right.
That's usually how it goes when you're on the tractor for the first time. It's everybody else is their nerves are just, and that's the way it was for me. I'm like, it's just a drive on a tractor. I mean, of course I wasn't driving a light super, but it really wasn't that bad. When I got off the tractor, like, what'd you think? And I'm like, well, I want to do it again.
Yep.
So
it's that second pass where it gets it in your head.
Yeah.
So you've grown up in this the whole time. I mean, I remember seeing your father circa 2000 running around, up here in the tri-state area with the heavy super. So you're used to this by now. I'm sure you've done that run in your head 10,000 times already.
I was born in May, so I think I was a week or two old at my first tractor pull. So yeah, I've done that pull in my head quite a few times.
I figured.
Nice. So what's plans for the summer? Are you going to share some seat time?
We're thinking so, definitely. We're obviously with the price of fuel, we're not exactly sure where we're going, but I'm out of high school after this year, so my schedule will be a little less busy with football and that being done. So Dad really wants to get to everywhere we can get so that we can both be in the seat. So I think we'll probably run the NTPA Grand National Circuit again, but we'll see.
Good deal.
How much of that tractor was built in your own shop? You guys did a lot of that work, did you not?
Dad likes to do everything. I mean,
that's kind of what I remember.
He likes to be the one under the hood, putting the engine together.
Nice to see an independent team out there doing it with their own stuff. That you're built with your own two hands rather than. I'm not knocking the checkbook pulling, but it's cool to see somebody doing it your guys' way.
Yeah, Dad, he prides himself on knowing everything that goes on, and if anything happens, he can fix it and have it ready to go the next day. So it's nice, yep.
Dad was pretty excited coming off the track. I don't know if you saw the live stream, but he was behind you as they were pulling you off the track, and he was definitely excited.
Yeah, he ran right up to me afterwards, so it was cool too. Just the family that is tractor pulling. I think everybody in the class that day either came up to me earlier in the day and told me good luck and gave me some tips, or came up to me right after I pulled and shook my hand and told me good job. So that was cool.
Well, what was the best piece of advice you got from those guys?
Best piece of advice I probably can't share on here is from Mark Weederhold, but if I ever, yeah, I definitely can't
somebody
say
add
on
him
here.
to the group chat. I want to hear what Weederhold said.
But Rex Kuhn came up to me and he told me, he said, "This is gonna sound stupid, but when you get up there, just breathe." And I thought about that as I was coming out there. And he came up to me a couple times that day, and I really appreciated that. But
he's not wrong. That's probably some pretty important advice.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
All right, let's get into the real serious stuff. Did you have a pretzel at Shipshewana?
Yes, we went to Ben's Pretzels as soon as we got there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the move.
All right, Heath, or Cole, sorry, that's your dad. What were you thinking right now at this particular moment in your life?
Right there. Let's see. I think my mind kind of went blank there, and then as I was sitting there, a couple times I was thinking about the clutch and not the throttle, so about the third time I just shoved the clutch back in and put the throttle all the way down and let it come out. But no, my mind kind of did go blank there for a second, but it was, I think when they were towing me out there to hook me up to the sled, that's when I was kind of like, okay, this is happening now. But it's something I've been thinking about and dreaming about for 17 years, so it was cool.
That's awesome. Well, let's watch your video here. This is so cool because you're hooked now forever, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Charles, we always say it's the best, 15 seconds of our lives. So here we go.
The best.
The best.
All right, Dan, here we go. Cole Will now on the track right now. This normally would be Pete's job, but Cole is a senior in high school. He's done with football. He wants to be involved in the tractor pulling with Dad, and says there's no better way than to get on the tractor. This is Cole initial mortgage down the track. He's never been down the track before. Come on, man. Wish you well.
And you got to do it in front of a packed house. That's that's cool as well. So,
with Denver being your hype man.
Yep.
A hype man. Yep. Well said, Paul. Well said. Tim Fortin says, Cole, you did a great job. It was pretty cool being on the track for your first run. You looked pretty comfortable in the seat. So,
thank you.
Charles, this is for you. That Light Super has a sweet custom hood from a company named Scott Rods. Probably ring a bell, Charles. Nice run, Cole.
Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Might know a thing or two about them.
I might know a thing or two about them.
Cole, is your dad nearby?
My whole family's asleep right now.
Are they?
Wow.
I want to grab your dad, but that's fine. So.
No. Scott Rods, they're less than a mile from my house, so.
When are we gonna do a shroud over the roll cage and then really make it something? Then I'm sure they could put something in a mold that'll work.
You mean you didn't go running through the house, waking up your family, telling them you're coming on Let's Grow Pulling?
I was thinking about it, but I'll tell my dad tomorrow. He'll be pretty stoked. But
forgiveness is better than permission.
I'm on spring break, so I can stay up and do whatever. Dad's got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, you probably don't want to piss off the tractor owner.
Yeah, right. Now, the other thing everybody kept telling me was, you're not paying for any of the parts when you blow the thing up. So.
Your dad was saying thanks for that little piece of information.
There's a man that all of us know pretty well who has a theory about that, about why the sons sometimes run it so much harder than the dads. It's because they have a blatant disregard for the checkbook, and that is quotable. And those are the words of Clint Tucker. So, and that's why we saw it. We've seen that actually play out a handful of times, and I would imagine you have too, Cole. With guys who just it's the epitome of just send it. That right hand goes, pushes the throttle all the way forward, and that's all she wrote. It's either going to explode or we're going to Mars.
Tayton runs his dad's tractor pretty darn hard.
That's who it was said about the first time. And we all agree.
Yes, Robert Fuller, you do have one with that same attitude.
I met that one this weekend.
Yeah.
The one with that attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Cole, do you see the comment there from Babels in California?
Yeah, Dylan and I met in Toma, and I think we were 10, 11 years old, and we ran around the entire weekend, and I have not seen him since, but we got to see each other sometime, Dylan. Thanks.
Awesome. Charles just sent me some pictures of your guys' build. I'll put those up on the screen while we're yakking.
That looks like that's done at a John Deere Ag Tech school.
Yeah, Dad steals the signs from his work and hangs them up in the shop. So.
Oh, I thought maybe the Ag Tech program was expanding into alcohol burning super stocks. Ooh, some flake in that paint.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be all right.
Well, Cole, I mean, thank you. Thanks for coming on our show. Thanks. Congrats on your first pass. That's super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, buddy.
The first time I drove my dad's tractor, it was before roll cages, and I almost tipped it over. And after that, I built an 8-mile-an-hour farm stock for a couple of years. So you did much better than I did, Cole.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Well, Cole,
Take care,
what you
buddy.
need to do, if your dad's got a birthday or for Christmas or something, get him a shirt or a hat that says tractor owner and just give it to him. Say, here, Merry Christmas.
All right, we'll do.
All right. Thanks, Cole.
Yep,
Thanks,
thanks guys.
Thanks for
See ya.
coming on, man.
See ya.
Well, that was pretty cool. I like this impromptu fun stuff like this. Yeah, with Mike Conny on talking about the event this weekend, guys, we had strong, Logan, stop. We had strong numbers the whole time. Very strong. Cody wanted to have Summers on. Ken and Sydney are watching, but we can try, but their internet usually just sucks at their house. But we can try to have them on if you guys want. I don't know, Ken or Sydney, if you guys want to jump on, let me know. We can wrap it up. We usually go for about 2 hours or whatever. So poor Charles out there in the Eastern time zone. We keep him up all night. So
He's a night owl anyway.
I was gonna say he's up all the time.
He's just going to sell insurance tomorrow anyway. It'll be fine.
it'll be fun.
False. I got training tomorrow, so I just have to be present
And awake.
and
Not
awake.
necessarily.
It's a Zoom. He can start tonight. The link's still active.
It's actually not Zoom. It's in person.
Mm.
So I've got to be at least semi-behaved.
So what did we think of the Rolls Royce?
Awesome.
That was cool.
That's a motor that you really need to you don't just listen to it or see it. You kind of experience it. That was amazing. It had been so long since, well, I guess it had been 2 years since I'd seen that tractor make a pass. But before then, I think it was probably 3 or 4 years since I had seen it when Wayne owned it. And it was right up the road from me. But
How about I show a video?
how about it? But man, there is such a difference between that and a 1,700 cubic inch Allison.
You said this 2,200 cubes or 24?
2240.
Okay.
A lot louder.
All I can say is if you are standing on the sidelines or in the first couple of rows, that will you can feel that. Whereas with the Allison, you can't feel it quite as much. But that big Rolls Royce will just punch you in the chest. You got video of Gage's pass?
Where he ramped the sand pile.
Paul, I have never seen that mod come out of the hole that hard in my entire life.
That was
Probably
pretty
watched him make 50 passes with that tractor. I've never seen one quite like this.
It looked like a hell of a
It
hook.
was wound for sound. He came out at about 1,000 miles an hour.
That was pretty cool.
Kansas City.
I found
There's
it.
Dave.
I got to find a way to send it to you.
Oh, can you just share it on the screen, Charles?
Yeah.
So hit that little share button at the bottom.
I got to cue it back up here.
Gage is watching. Watch the butterfly coming out of the hole. WFO.
Let him play, Paul. Share juice for everybody.
I don't think there's a butterfly on that.
Yeah, there is.
Mm-hmm. It was partially open, then it was gone. Literally. I think I'll just park it right here.
Oh,
Kansas City. Make some noise, Gage Ott.
You're muted, Jason.
How the hell do you do that?
You're still muted.
Everybody keeps sending me stuff, and I'm still logged in as Mackenzie. So I'm just going to log out as Mackenzie, save her. Get logged in as me.
Also known as you're just going to shut the show down.
Nope. How cool was it to have Mike Conny on, guys? That was cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I want to see if I can shake that man's hand this weekend.
I hope everybody does.
I'm going to go and I'm going to spend some time in Broadbent, and I'm going to actually see more than 3 tractors.
No, you won't.
No, you won't. You'll start talking to somebody. We know how this goes.
It's a good thought. It's a good plan, though.
Well, I have 2 days, so maybe between the 2 days I can get.
Maybe you'll see 6. That'll be an improvement.
That would be about 4 more than what I saw at the farm show.
See, there you go.
Cody, you have a way of taking pictures. I don't like to give you a lot of compliments.
Taking pictures?
Yeah, you're good at it.
How am I faking pictures?
I didn't say faking. I said taking.
Oh.
Just because you're an Iowa State fan, don't get all sensitive. Okay?
Guilty
And buy
conscious
some new
much?
batteries for your hearing aids, son.
Huh?
Yeah.
He was listening with his guilty conscience filter turned on.
Right.
I mean, like, I normally, when Jason talks, I just try to zone out. I'm just saying.
Yeah, kind of like that.
There it is. Charles,
Yeah.
That's got to make you smile right there, buddy.
It does. It does. Makes me happy. Might have other effects too, but I won't say it on the show.
Yeah, we're in the Jared Juice hour of the show now, so it pretty much all goes. So
From what I'm told, he may be making some changes to that might bring up the revs a little faster and save some weight, so he's got a little bit of ability to move some. And
Well, I thought you were going to say something cool like automatic marshmallow roasters that swing in over the fires at the end of the track.
No,
those would be the worst tasting marshmallows ever.
Yeah,
we have those on the 30-foot pole. We just swing them out from the photography spot.
There you go. Like a boom.
Yep.
Drop it down.
It's a boom mic, but we call it boom marshmallow. It'll be fine.
There you go.
You guys, I just have the best
Brent's
picture.
got one of those, you know. He's got one of those camera rig things.
Dude, I know a guy that can build things.
Can we just make some forks that'll attach?
Come on.
Okay, guys, this is the best photo I've ever shared on the screen.
What in the holy hell is going on here?
So Joe Miller sent this to me at 2 a.m. at Keystone. This is the Russell Hildebrand Challenge. Oh my God, I love it.
That is amazing.
That's pretty good.
Is the actual Russell in there anywhere?
Yeah, he's right there in the bottom.
Right
Yep,
in the center.
I couldn't tell by all the wigs. Oh my God.
In the blue.
I'm
And the
now
light blue in the middle.
That is amazeballs.
I now am going to be yeah, boys, we need to go to Keystone. So
Did they have their own section in the bleachers? Because that would have been even better yet. They all sat together in the bleachers. That would be great.
The loose cannon section.
The loose cannons all sitting surrounded by like normal people.
You know, that video, that picture, you see that and you're like, what in the hell is that? And then when you find out what it is, it makes 1,000% sense. Yes. It's just, yeah. Then you look at it, you're like, why didn't I come up with that? That's obviously what it is.
Dude, that is just money. That is just money. Thank you, Joe, for sending us that.
That is good.
I'm going to have to get Joe some beer money stuff for sending us that. Okay, here's Sydney's hole shot. She did not have a good hole shot there at the Cowtown. But she sent this to us in slow-mo, so it's not like I'm picking on her, okay? So I just want to be clear. We all love Sydney.
Oh.
Yeah.
Push her back.
Last time I saw someone sidestep one that hard was like Kenny Measle in 1998.
Trying to win a pull-off with Kwiatkowski in
Finley
Hudsonville.
City. Yeah,
Huh?
he did it there too, yeah.
Yeah, except that there he launched the block about 20 feet forward.
Well,
let's just say Sydney
Actions have consequences.
Let's just say Sydney came to party. That's all.
Yeah. I got to meet her boyfriend. I approve. He's a good
You
kid.
approve of the boy?
Oh, yeah. He's a really, really, really nice guy.
All our pulling dads.
The question
And he's got
is,
a really nice collection of red tractors.
Question is, does he watch the Monday Night Live?
Well, I'm not sure. We might find out here in a minute.
You're gonna have to ask him now.
Ken says the throwout bearing stuck. Well, that sucks.
Devin, if you have Russell's old trailer, what are the walls supposed to be saying to you? And can you understand any of it?
It's okay. Jer Setter sent me this picture, guys, and I got to hold on. We got to find out. He's a good one we are watching.
Aw. Yes, he is a good one, and I'm looking forward to seeing him on Friday.
Who's that?
Sam.
Is that Sam?
That
Is
is
it Sam?
Sam. Let's leave it at that.
Awesome. Okay, so I got a text message from the Clint Tucker, who has named us the Hollywood Squares. So that's nice. We've been called much worse, right, Charles?
Daily.
Daily, yes.
I don't care if you're saying something good or something bad, as long as you're talking about me.
Rent-free, baby.
That's it.
Was that on Messenger?
No, it was in text.
Text.
He sent it to you and me and Charles and I think Romac.
It was decided this weekend, all based on budget concerns. We will be returning to the MEC in 2023. So the Midwest Winter Nationals are back in the Shipshewana.
Pretzel Brigade, mount up.
Get the pretzels ready, Paul. We're back.
Made my day.
That's awesome. It's a great facility, guys. I mean, everybody loves it there. So,
Speaking of pretzels, I won't name names, but somebody went and got a pretzel at Cowtown and brought back like a chunk of it about this big and says to the significant other, "I really thought you wanted some." And she said, "When in my life have I ever wanted a pretzel?" You kind of had to be there, but I thought it was hilarious, by the way.
it's a hauler he hauled his Top Fuel bike in. I'm not sure, but that's what he told me.
Well, if he hauled his Top Fuel bike in it, theoretically the walls are slurring their speech. So whatever it is, you don't have to understand it.
So it appears that maybe the Summers were locked in their trailer Saturday morning. This is a good story. I'm waiting for more comments there. Wait for our 15-second delay. This 15-minute second brought to you by Jer Juice.
Is it, while we're waiting for that to catch up, is anyone at all surprised that Russell had a nitro bike?
No,
not in the slightest.
The cackle.
I'll bet his lawnmower runs on nitro now.
Maybe I'm crazy, but I think a ride on a nitro bike would be a blast.
Yep, you are crazy.
So, okay, so Summer says, oh, yeah, the first guy out locked us in. So, anyone that ever talked to him, no. So we're glad the Summers family's safe. That's important to know that because that's kind of important. But that, yeah,
it's
this
also
is
important that we can now laugh at them for this.
Brittany McFarland, that picture. No, that picture is absolutely money. Thank you, Joe, for sending us that.
Brittany, tell me that your husband is in that picture somewhere.
I would assume so.
Yeah, but the thing is, he wouldn't need the wig. Well, I guess he'd need to dye it blonde, but other than that, he wouldn't need the wig. Because the last time I saw him, he had the hair.
That's just, I could look at that all night. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, boys, we're on the downhill run. What do we need to do yet tonight?
We should thank Andy Gerbaugh for making the road trip out to surprise Will. Andy legitimately had the greatest time ever. He went so nuts. Andy and Charles and Dusty Price and I and a guy named Austin who we've become good friends with, we're all in a group chat, and Andy went crazy sending photos of some of the stuff that he saw that he hadn't seen in years and people that he hadn't seen in years. So I have a feeling that we might get some Michigan and Ohio people out to Cowtown next year.
We would love to have Russell and his wife on the show. Joe, make it happen. Send me a message on
Joe,
Facebook.
put in a good word for us, please.
That'd be awesome. Kind of gray now. Devin agree. Ryan, when are you heading to Mecum?
Headed out with Tyler Montgomery on Friday morning. We're going to try and get an early start so we can be there before we miss too much. Because we're going down and back.
Updates on the Pullers Championship. Paul, Charles, Rye, guys, what do we got? Anything new to update?
Paul wants Lisa to come and cook breakfast, even if she's not pulling.
That would be fine. So we have, I think, maybe 4 spots in classes that we are trying to fill. We've got a couple of guys that say that they might be ready, but they're just not sure. So we're working on that. Everything else is coming together. Had a meeting with Dirk last week, and we are moving things right along. Everything looks good. So we are going to have one hell of a show. I don't know that there's any new. I don't know if there's any new information. Again, still looking for sponsors, and still, we need 5 spots, Mr. Yarn. But we still, if anybody was looking to sponsor, we have sponsorship packages available. And then vendors, if you want to come and set up, get a hold of one of us if you've got questions. We've got some vendor space available. And then camping, if you are camping, if you want to camp, you can bring your campers. We do have room for campers, no charge, no hookups, but bring your generators, and we will be there. If you have a camper and you are a puller, you can come in on Wednesday. If you are just a spectator that wants to come and camp, you can come in on Thursday, and we will be there to park you. So looking forward to that. But yeah, other than that, things still moving along. I'm going to be down in Nashville tomorrow, meeting with Carrie, doing some stuff. So we're hoping to have one hell of a good show.
Adam, we're glad you can still afford your sponsorship after buying that big fancy truck. So that's all I'm missing.
You mean the drop hitch?
The drop hitch. Well, I'll bring it up in a second. James Harmon is getting ready for the Cornhusker Classic. So us guys right here know besides Charles, because Charles knows the antique world better than we do, kind of know Cornhusker Classic for the bigger trucks and tractors, but they also have a really big antique pull as well. And James Harmon just sent us a picture, and I'm going to chuck that up on the screen, and he's all loaded, and that must be this coming weekend. Charles, does that feel right to you, bud?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Closing in on the season championship, which will be the finals for NATPA, will be here in Michigan next month in Mason, and get closer, talk about that more. I'll be over there for that.
Okay.
Wait a second. James Harmon loaded up with a pair of farmals to head out there? could have sworn that guy bled Massey Harris.
Mr. Harmon just sent me this picture, so I'm assuming he's watching.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Of course, I know some of those guys have like 19 tractors that they pull, so.
True.
Yeah. Taste the rainbow, walk out in the shop, and which Skittles are going to be this weekend.
Mm-hmm. I always think of Allison whenever I see Wilnow's light super, because her tractor is also named the Chosen.
Yes, the Chosen one.
And it's sharp. Ooh.
Yes,
it's a good looking ride.
Yes, it is. Runs good too.
Yes, it does. Hats off. I think, if I remember right, I think I heard that Taylor Shellum won the one of the jackpot classes.
I think he did all right in one of the jackpots at Seagreen this past weekend. They did something kind of different this year. They did a team pull, and 3 guys, 3 different tractors, 1 each in the 3 classes that were going to be a part of this. 41 55-mile-an-hour, a 5500 King of the Top Cut, and the 5500 National Classic. And your total distance across the 3 classes would determine who's going to take home the big bucks. And Taylor was part of the runner-up team with Riley Beta and Terry Enderly at a total different distance of 1,036 feet. And the winners was a Michigan team, Josh Eichenberg with his G6 Moline, Rich Simon on an Oliver 88, and Andy Schuster, the 770, totaled up 1,246. And I'm thinking there's got to be some pull-offs in there because Seagreen is not a 400-foot track.
Nope, not at all.
Turlock, it's your lucky day. I just put the link to the vendor form right in the comments. Click on that, print it off. We would love to have Storlock at the Pullers Championship May 13th and 14th.
Absolutely.
We'll even find somebody to stand in the drawers of the tool chests. Maybe you might even be able to get a fat guy like me to stand in them again.
Heard a rumor that Brian Fuhr is switching to a turbine and ditching the Hemi. Ooh. The turbine's big
one all weekend.
We would love to have Storlock there, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are great to have her on. I saw your booth and some of the pictures at Shipshewana, so that's good stuff. Shipshewana. Again, we have a lot of people still watching, guys. This is cool.
They're still watching because we have to do a pick'em.
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Jason, I sent you 2 pictures. And honestly, every time I see Super Rooster, I honestly think of Cassie's tweet that she did, the GIF, whatever GIF.
Yes.
Every time I see that, every time I see
that
Super
one,
Rooster, this is exactly what I think of.
Oh, that was so
Ken Payne's got more hair on the top of his head. I imagine he bites a little harder too.
That's every time I've seen that tractor, it just makes me laugh because I honestly instantly go to Cassie's tweet.
No, it's so funny. Somebody asked earlier if she was going to be doing tweets. Hopefully she does. I would assume she is, but that's part of their job. So,
and by the way, we've invited her to the Pullers Championship to come tweet for us. So that would be pretty cool.
Oh, there we go, Ryan. There's your James.
I knew you did, James.
He's going to test drive his new girlfriend. Oh, no, sorry. These tractors are my buddies.
Context is important.
And I'm going to test drive his girlfriend's new Marvel.
Piff that one really hard.
That one was close. I almost stepped on it there, fellers. Give me a chance. Cody, you're going first on the pick'em because we like you the least. So,
did you forget I hate you? Wait, what?
No. It's in the private chat. Charles started it. He's like, "Who do we like least?" And we all voted for you, Cody. So.
Right? You seem to forget. I remember I'm in the private chat there, Chief.
No, it does. You can't read.
I mean, I'm going to pick Iowa State Friday night, but I'm just saying.
Who they got? Auburn?
Miami.
Miami.
Yeah, and the women are playing too, so they both play Friday night. So,
Yeah, when I said pick 'em, I meant tractors, not basketball.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't care.
None of these guys really do sports ball.
Charles was just waiting for that.
I'm like, no.
I don't know. I hate playing favorites, man.
Was it truck and show?
What are we picking?
Who's gonna win Saturday night truck show?
Where'd the list go?
I'm working on it right now, guys.
That's what I was gonna say. Where's the list?
I've been looking for like 10 minutes. I can't find the stinky thing.
He put it in the comments, Charles.
I ain't scrolling back up that far. I'm lazy.
Except for every time I hit the comments, it doesn't want to come up with all the stuff. No. Miami is not by 5. Let's be honest.
He meant Miami of Ohio.
No.
That were the Steelers quarterback.
No one cares.
I was gonna say hashtag no one cares.
Iowa State's going to win. All I know is John Murray should have chosen Iowa State. I tell him every single day that he posts his results of who's the pick for the day. And I remind him, we are like a school of faith here. So, yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, what?
Right?
Blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Waggle, that was for you. Proof of life of the Cats.
It was good to see Waggle.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun Saturday night.
I'd like to thank the Double Crown and Diet Coke person.
No, it's Triple Crown. Triple Crown because, I mean, we can't just one up it. We got to double it.
Okay. So I'm going to read off each class. Each of us is going to make our pick. Who's writing this down? Paul? You're the responsible one.
I ain't got no pen.
Mr. Secretary himself.
Doug Borth, we nominate you to write down.
Absolutely.
Oh, I need a bigger piece of paper than that.
That's for your old and blind
scribble.
I mean, I hate to be that guy, but this is recorded. We can always go back. I'm not a tech guy at all, but I'm just saying, like, this is always recorded. We can go back.
Facts.
Let's not make it more complicated than it has to be.
Cody, shut up. You're picking first. Mini rod tractors. Everybody be ready to pick their winner. Adam Bauer, Cowboy Up. Brett Berg, North American Trailer. Dylan Bunny, Robbie and Jesselyn Fagundes, the Bank Roller. CJ Gratchik, Pile Driver. Jeff Hurt, Little Bear. Matt Johnson, 1X. Kester, Beast of Burden. Kester, Footloose. Chase Richardson, the Vibrator. Grayson Selton, Sawed Off. Reese Shelton, Cutting Up. Bruce Slaw, Show No Mercy. Tyler Slaw, Have No Mercy.
I'll go with Brett Berg, North American Trailer.
Okay, we got now. Doug's a little slow.
Huh? Go.
Got it. Charles?
BRET.
Right, I got it.
I'm taking Chase Richardson and the Vibrator.
Took my pick. That's who I was going with. I'm going with Chase Richardson.
Big Ry?
I'm going to take Matt Johnson.
I'm taking Tyler Slaw.
That class right there is just stacked.
That's pretty stacked.
Taking Jesselyn. She's due.
Doug's taking Fagundes for the win.
No, she already gave birth. She's not due anymore.
Well said. Hot Rod Semis, Cody. I'll talk slow because you're an Iowa State fan.
Ryan DeBart.
Ryan DeBrew, Playing with Fire. Pat Island, Keep on Trucking. Tom Island, Not Passing Through. Jeff Lonatan, Moody Blue. Spencer Rock, Hillbilly Deluxe. Chris Wood, Class Act. Cody, go.
Ryan.
Okay. Charles.
Well, I was going to pick Ryan too, but we got to differentiate ourselves a little bit here somehow, so I'm going to take Chris Wood.
Class Act.
Yep.
Paul?
Give me Tom Island.
Just passing through. Bruce?
I'll take Pat.
Doug, who you got?
We don't have enough trucks.
Yeah, we do.
One of you takes Hillbilly Deluxe. One of you takes Moody Blue.
I don't know either one of them, so I'll take Moody Blue.
I'll take Hillbilly Deluxe. See how I did that?
You know, we can pick the same ones.
Yeah, we can. We can,
Fine.
actually. Yep.
Yeah.
Ryan will
Unlimited super stocks. Josh Blackburn, considered Armed and Dangerous HD. Terry Blackburn, extremely Armed and Dangerous. Neil Gettinger, Lessons Learned. Jeff Hodem, Fully Loaded. Lustig, Silver Bullet. Metz, Crazy Chaos. Brett Payne, Galat. John Strickland, Galat 2. Cody.
Terry.
Charles?
I'll take John Strickland.
Like it. Paul?
On HD.
He has Josh. Bruce?
Who's got Josh?
The bullet.
Paul does. Paul has Josh. Big Rye has Lustig. I want Matt's. Crazy Chaos, Roy Metz. And Doug, who do you got? Can you read that far?
Yeah, I can. I'll take Brett.
Brett Payne, go out. Pro stocks. Cody, you ready?
Yep. I'll take Robbie. He's a local to me, so I'll take Robbie. Robbie.
You want me to read them off, or Charles? Can you see them, buddy?
No, I can see him. Since Cody took Rob, it's a coin toss for me between him and the next guy on the list. So I'll take Kevin Schmucker.
Over the Simons?
Yep.
Rob's like 45 minutes from my house, so I mean, I got to vote for the locals. And we all.
Is he an Iowa State fan?
Oh, I bet he is.
I bet he is too.
And we know that tractor runs.
Yeah, we do. Paul?
I think it's going to be between Connie and Brandon. Give me Brandon, loud and loaded.
Is that your final answer?
No, but yes.
Yaron says loud and heavy. Not that we care because he's not here tonight. Hopefully he's working on the Polish Championship while we're screwing around.
Big Rye.
Big Rye.
You always put your money on black.
Ooh, he even come in like Leroy Schluter would. Little like funny slide, funny.
Yeah, this one. There's too many good ones.
You're taking Carlton?
Yeah.
I'm going to roll with the guy making it rain down there, Mike Conny. Cool. It's kind of his hometown pull, right, Charles, if he's a sponsor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can claim that territory.
So Shore Fight, he said Peter Norton. Lisa says good pick, Charles. I picked Kevin too. Yaron says loud and heavy. Built Diesel Mafia says loud and loaded for pro stock. Chris Young says definitely Blackburn. Bob says one of the Simons. Fully loaded. Silver Bullet.
Yeah.
Chris Wood. Lots of stuff. Lots of votes.
Rack made a good comment there.
Where at?
Kester is always. You never count them out.
Yep. I'm getting crap from the Iowa State fans. They're texting me now. I'm not mad that they got farther than Iowa. I just,
with
I'm
only
just glad
four,
they beat Wisconsin.
With only 4 classes, are we going to need a tiebreaker?
Jason, I'm just saying, like, you want me to say it? Like, Iowa State might farther than Iowa did.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Nobody cares about basketball. Do we need a tiebreaker with only 4 classes?
Thank you.
So we pick a distance for the pro stock class?
Thank you.
You want pros, or do we do it on semis, or what do you think?
So he said they're going to add 20 feet to the track, right?
So that'll put them 260, roughly.
No.
Yeah,
They get
240.
some 250s out of Louisville, don't they?
If you're riding up the pile.
I was going to say, yeah, 240 something, like 243 was into the pile, I think.
Yeah.
There goes Big Rye again. Guy pays internet.
I'll be back. Shut up.
I do what I want. Tucker says, and I'm going to announce it. What the hell? Peter Norton and Russell will have on Mitas Magic tires. So there you go. Money on black. Who picked Russell?
Cody.
This guy.
And then Roos took
Peter.
Roos said, I feel clear about my picks.
Me too, Ryan.
Sure, Fighty. Norton wins this weekend and the TPC. Book it. I like it.
Peter Norton knows how to get down that Nashville track. That's a good pick for the TPC. Peter Norton can drive at Nashville.
I'm waiting for that TPC pick'em contest. I'm excited.
268 to win. Up the ramp. Let's go. That's Adam says. I like it. All right, Charles. What's your distance? Winning distance in the supers in the semi class.
What class are we doing it in?
Semis.
Semis. 262.43.
Always coming in with the laser measurement, like a true announcer.
259.44.
Doug has really nice handwriting, guys. I mean it, like legit. Big Rye?
256.48. Fawn's going to put the brakes on hard.
I was just going to say that. I think so too. Cody?
261.23.
261.23. What do you got, Doug?
252.52.
Apparently, after dark hours in Paul's office.
I went 255 even. Norton says 260.
Careful, Paul. So is there going to have to be two camera guys, one to shoot inside and one to shoot outside here, or what?
I hope so. That'd be cool.
There is, we know where you can get to right beside the ramp, so we'll set a GoPro up there, and if you see anything go speeding by, we'll know that.
I'm just saying, someone needs to put a GoPro underneath the outside entrance and just hang a 360 camera, so you can look down the track and then turn around and look behind you when it goes through on the underpass. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I'm not.
If you want to pay for the gas, I got the 360.
I was just gonna say, Ruth has got that camera.
I have a wedding to attend, so it is.
I didn't ask for your accompaniment. I just asked for your credit card.
Yeah, we don't actually want you, Cody. We just want the camera.
Did you forget I hate you, Jason?
My congratulations on your future vows, by the way.
It ain't mine.
Oh,
it will be the first time ever I've attended a morning wedding because they want to bar hop all afternoon and it's cheaper for morning wedding. So don't expect me for Saturday night for anything. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, we'll expect you to be extra entertaining on Saturday night.
Well, gentlemen, we have been awesome as always. I'd like to thank the Outlaw Truck and Tractor Pulling Associations for sponsoring us. I'd like to thank all of you for being my friends on Facebook and in real life. That's important. I say that. Very, very important. So, final words of wisdom. Go around the room. Charles, go.
Pull hard, don't suck.
I love you. Cody, he already pulled hard.
Go straight, don't hit anything.
Go straight, don't hit anything. Paul?
So I'll do some live streams Friday. That's all I got.
Those aren't very wisdom or wise or any of that.
Nobody
On
cares
Friday,
about
not
wisdom.
Saturday?
If you ain't got the wisdom, then you don't need to give it. It's Friday, Saturday. I'll be in Broadbent. If anybody needs me, I'll be in Broadbent.
Big Ray?
Believe in the process. If you're fighting something,
what are you, a
you're
Sixers
fighting
fan
something
or a
that
Browns
includes
fan?
on the track, in your personal life, whatever. Trust in the process. Trust that it's gonna work. It's gonna work out. Stick to what you know. Stick to what you believe in. It'll work out.
Deep thoughts. Thanks, Ray.
And make sure you double check the clutch bearing.
Double check. Logan, do you guys? Okay.
For a second, I thought that dog was going to speak. He licked his lips like he had something to say.
I love you, Logan.
Is it bad? We all thought Jason was actually going to wait for a response from him.
Well, he did.
You guys make the show great. The fans, we all know that. I mean, without your comments, guys, we're just kind of like do. So this was a fun night.
Jason Rack, what are you doing next weekend? What are you doing next Monday? Throw it into the comments.
Absolutely.
We should get Jason on and have him talk about garden tractors because he's got a slew of them and they're all pretty badass.
He knows a little about farm stocks too, because he used to do that before the garden tractors.
That's right.
Paul,
Plus,
I
he's
love
from
your-
my neck of the woods.
love
He's
your
like
comment,
25
Paul.
minutes from my house.
Yep.
Yes. Facts.
All right, it's been decided. It doesn't matter, Jason. Cancel your plans because you're coming on the show. Cool? Good.
All right.
Good talk.
Any words of
See me later,
advice?
boys.
Don't sweat what you can't control.
Don't sweat what you can't control. Cool. I do home loans, and I love all of you, even Roos. So stay safe, drive safe, keep her in between the white lines. I'm gonna play this video. Get out of here, guys.
See me.
Later.
See ya.
Here is the video for Louisville. Have a great night, everybody.
Trailer Winter National Pulling Championships is coming to the 50th Mid-American Trucking Show. Come and experience the power of the mini rod tractors, pro stock tractors, the unlimited super stock tractors, and the Mack Trailer Hot Rod Semis. March 26th in Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.